In this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process on how to change out your battery on your Ford Bronco Sport. Now this is going to take a couple more steps than a normal battery change. We are going to have to remove the airbox and a couple other pieces to correctly take out and reinstall a new battery. You don't want to do it the old-fashioned way and just jam it down in there. I want to show you step by step. We're going to get this job done and get your vehicle back on the road. We need to come into the driver's side, and then you're going to pull this hood latch once, twice. And now with the hood open, we can clearly see the battery right here on the driver's side. Now first we need to remove two pop rivets. There's one right here, and then there's one right here. Yours may have a Phillips kind of head on them, or you can just turn that out. Or you want to get this to pop up, and then we're just going to pop those out. So use whatever you need to get these to pop up, and then you can use one of these tools. You just get right underneath and pop these straight up. Same thing with this one. And then we're going to lift this whole piece up and out of the way. Now you see this wire right here. You just push in and pull this straight off. This hose clamp here, go ahead and loosen this up. Don't take it all the way off, just get it nice and loose. Clips for the top of the airbox. One right here, just flip that over. One right there, flip that over. And remove the top of the airbox. Remove the air filter. Remove this lower part of the airbox. It's just held in by two pins. They're just kind of like push fasteners. So you're just going to kind of wiggle and pull straight up. We can loosen the two nuts for the battery hold down. You have one right here. You need a 10mm socket. And then if you follow the hold down, you have another one right there. If you see that larger one towards the front of the vehicle, you don't have to remove that. Now if you have terminal protectors, go ahead and take those off or remove them. Now whenever you're disconnecting a battery, you always want to disconnect negative first. 10mm socket. Lift that off. I always put a latex glove around the negative cable so it doesn't touch anything. Now you'll see these two nuts here. This one here closest to the firewall. Need a 13mm socket. Go ahead and remove it. Now before we take this all the way off, it's attached right here with kind of a push zip fastener. You can either pull it all the way out, or you can take this part right here and then lift this cable up and out of the way. Keep this cable out of your way. It's going to try to go back over towards the battery, but you can just zip tie it from here to here and keep it out of your way. Now the battery hold down is free to remove. Now we need a 10mm socket to loosen up this nut right here. You don't need to take it all the way off, you just need to make it loose. This cable doesn't have much extra play, so just kind of wiggle, lift straight up. And then the battery, hopefully you have handles on it like this one. So with one hand, I'm just holding the positive cable out of the way, and then with the other, you need to lift up, and then you can come forward just a little bit. Now take a look inside your battery tray. May be wet, may be dirty, may have a bunch of gunk in there, but go ahead and just clean it out. This is the new battery I'm putting in. It's an H6, and it's an AGM battery. Now all Bronco Sports have auto stop restart. What I mean by that is if you pull up to a stop sign or stop light, the car shuts off, you let off the brake, it starts back up. You're going to want to use an AGM battery. They're going to hold up and last a lot longer with the auto start feature. The lead acid battery will just not hold up and last as long. These AGMs cost a little bit more, but they are worth it. Then go ahead and slide your new battery in. Now go ahead and remove the protective cover. And then I like to spray a little bit of silicone protectant spray on here. That's just going to prevent corrosion. And then twist and slide all the way down. Now we need that 10mm socket. We're going to tighten this up. Now we can reinstall our hold down bracket. All right, so this nut here is easy to put on. That one down in there, it's kind of difficult to put that one on. So if you take the nut and put just a little bit of tape on it and then insert it into your socket, it won't fall out. Go ahead and tighten that one up. And then tighten up this top one. Go ahead and cut the zip tie holding this cable out of the way. I'll go ahead and bring this cable over and attach the positive first. Tighten that one up. Now tuck this wire back inside this wire loom and make sure that it's pushed into that bracket. Now we can remove our glove, remove the negative protective cap, spray some protectant spray on there, reattach the negative, 10mm socket again, go ahead and tighten up the negative. Now we can install the lower air box. Now the tabs are going to fit in right here and right here. And I like to spray a little bit of, you can use like a silicone lubricant or WD-40. I just like to spray a little bit in there so that fits in a little better. In place, you can go ahead and reinstall your air filter. Push these two clamps outward, all the top of the air box. There's two grooves on this side over here and two tabs. Those need to go in first, and then it kind of rotates down. And if those two clips don't pop into place real easy, you have something out of alignment. Probably these two tabs, but these just have to be installed first. So it goes in like this and then down. Now we can tighten up the hose clamp. You don't need to make this super tight. Once it gets snug, go about a half a rotation. Install this wire. It should be clipped right here to the top of the air box. Then you have a hole right here that this goes into. Bring it around and you'll hear it snap into place. All you have to do is just push. This snorkel tube, you just want to make sure that this wire is kind of out of the way. That's just basically going to push straight down, and this should all basically fall right into place. Put those two pop rivets back in place. These may be missing if someone else has maybe changed the air filter or dumped something. These are missing a lot of times. But basically you can squeeze them in so they go in a little easier. And once you push like the flange all the way down, just push down from the top and then it will fasten itself into place. Now you want to double check, make sure that you don't have any tools laying in here anywhere. If you still have protective covers, go ahead and put those on. They should snap into place. And that's it, guys. Congratulations on doing this all on your own and not having to take your vehicle to a dealership. Now don't worry, you watched a YouTube video so you can do this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll put links in the description down below on all the tools I used and a good high quality AGM battery. Thanks for watching.